we have the complete kit broken up here. First is the plug kit. You're probably familiar with these. This fixes anything in the treaded area. To fix a puncture in the treaded area of the tire, you'll need these 3 tools. You'll start with the reamer tool and then make the hole the right size. After you're done with the reaming tool, you'll use these plugs and this insertion tool. You'll start by taking this out and then feeding it through this. You're gonna stick that down into the hole. Pull this out really fast and that will leave the plug in the tire. Secondly are the GlueTread patches. This is any kind of sidewall damage that you might have. Today we're gonna use the Buck 110. The next thing you're gonna do after you have the damage is you wanna prep the area around the damage. Put one of the patches behind the sandpaper to give myself some backing, and then I'm just gonna sand this down all around this area. Next thing you're gonna use the adhesive that comes in the kit. These applicator tips are also included in the kit. This will help you put the right amount of adhesive on the tire. And then you're gonna wanna put adhesive into the damaged area. So once that's there, you wanna push this back together and get those 2 edges to seal up. Take one of the patches. I'm just gonna lightly use the side of this knife to trace so that I know where to put the adhesive. A lot of times what we'll see people do is just put a ton of adhesive across here thinking that more adhesive is better, and that's not actually the case. What you wanna do is put drops of adhesive, and the ideal drop size is just big enough so that it doesn't run. You might see some pieces run and that's okay, but you wanna be just under that if you can. Once the patch is on the tire, you're gonna wanna hold it with even pressure for about 30 seconds. After this initial cure is done, go through and just look at the corners and the edges and make sure that those are adhered down. You'll wanna go ahead and use accelerator on the edge of the patches, and that will cure the adhesive and allow you to inflate the tire right away. So now we have the plug finished. We also have a sidewall patch on here. The third way to damage the tire is this valve stem, right? As you're driving, you can think about it. You can hit a rock odd that'll hit your valve stem like that and could eventually rip that off. Today, for the sake of the testing, we're actually just gonna cut this valve stem out. Colby Valves has several different kinds of valve replacement. This is their emergency tire valve. You'll take the valve stem like this, insert it, push it in there pretty tight, and then from there, just start twisting clockwise, and you'll feel it get tighter. So as long as you have a GlueTread kit with you, obviously you can withstand this kind of damage and still continue your riding day or weekend or whatever it might be.